New South Wales residents are being advised not to focus on a rapid increase in COVID cases, despite issuing an alarming forecast from the Health Minister as restrictions ease. Jessica Maggio is live for us in Sydney this morning. Jess, the message has been quite contradictory, hasn't it?
It certainly has, Pete. You'd be forgiven for being a little confused as to what the New South Wales health authorities were trying to tell New South Wales residents, particularly as cases climb and we are seeing a raft of restrictions ease for vaccinated and non-vaccinated residents. Yesterday, Dominic Perrottet, the Premier, stood up and told residents not to be alarmed at the caseload that we saw, which was the highest we've seen since September 11, which was the peak of the Delta outbreak. 1,360 cases were reported in the past 24 hours. But the number that we should be looking at is the hospitalisations. When that peak was recorded in September, we did see that hospitalisations were more than 1,000, but yesterday's figure revealed that it is at a steady 166, 24 of whom are in ICU. But moments after Dominic Perrottet said not to be alarmed, the Health Minister, Brad Hazzard, told residents that a pretty foreboding warning that we could be seeing 25,000 COVID cases each day by the end of January. The opposition has stood in line with what the Premier is saying, despite the contradiction amongst authorities.
I see what the Premier is saying when he says don't focus on case numbers. There is some discussion that this new variant is a less deadly variant, that fewer people will end up in hospital. But it still shows that we have got a long way to go before we are safely through this pandemic, that people need to continue to do the right thing for themselves and for their family and community.
Yesterday, Dr. Kerry, Chant, the Chief Health Officer, also advised it might still be wise to wear masks despite it no longer being a mandate for indoor public settings. So again, that contradiction that we're seeing despite cases continuing to rise because of the Omicron variant, which is quite dominant in Newcastle at the moment. Again, that hospitalisation rate remains steady at 166, so authorities are confident that they can stave off any dramatic increase. 80% of eligible residents have received their booster jab. So the message here is to get your booster jab if you are eligible and stay alert but not alarmed.
Jess Maggio, thank you.